So Urahara and the remaining visitors rendezvous at Sarite. Joined by a sobbing girl with a secret weapon, Blackbeard preps stage for their epic fight. Two childish old men gets triggered after throwing insults at each other. Blackbeard takes initiative and throws out a seal, followed by a giant palm right into his face. Yuha took a flight horizontally and vertically. His voice got sealed, so he has to undo the seal in a gore manner. He then proceeds to summon an oversized bow to blast himself back to Blackbeard, during the process also injuring Blackbeard a little. Oh, he was not happy. Trees holding the cage captive suddenly gets twisted and breaks apart. Our Lady Chef swiftly rushes over to get it fixed. Mohawk tries to shower Grandmaster and Ishida, but Ishida makes his escape just to be greeted by Taylor. He stops her approach and kept his distance. Grandmaster was left to entertain Mohawk and his shimmering spear. Skinny was hit by a sudden quiver, causing him to collapse. Ishida continues his hit and run strategy, followed by his signature move. Taylor starts whipping and weaving up something. As his barrage of arrows got released and finds its target, it leads us to some serious impact that dealt basically no damage. Mohawk here furiously smashing his shimmering spear on Grandmaster. After many smashes later, he managed to knock off his shield. Grandmaster was forced to pull out his sword. Upon clash, Mohawk had a longer and bigger weapon, hence coming out victorious. Ashkeen pulls out his bow trying to end Skinny, but Skinny ended himself first. Thought he was mad, but he actually had a plan. Mohawk replenishes his body with new blood as he squirts out the poison blood. While Ashkeen was still taken aback, Skinny came in for the kill. Taylor lets out a smirk and returns fire all of Ishida's leftover reishi on her umbrella. Yuha and Blackbeard here clashing swords, and as the fight progresses, some ink got splashed on Yuha, causing him to slowly lose his bodily functions. Blackbeard splashes more ink on him and sends Yuha back to the lines he drew in the beginning. Back in Sarite, Gigi here sucking on Bambi's blood. He got triggered instead because it's his blood flowing in her. Fucking maniac took Bambi's head and continuously smashes it to the ground until the point where she's completely incapacitated. Didn't like to be interrupted, but went out to put on a fake smile nonetheless. Wasn't aware that Doomsday is on the way for them. Yuha here channeling some shit again. Upon peak, a blue halo appears on the sky, which then dropped countless pillars of light onto the Sarite. Liru reacted fast enough and managed to push Gigi out of the way, but despite that, their powers got sucked up by the pillars too. Weaker Quincy's that got hit by the pillar didn't have much to be sucked, so they disintegrated immediately, whereas people like Buzz, who still has reishi to spare, was able to scream a little longer. Rukia and Renji was confused by the sight, while Liru and Buzz swore vengeance. Head Captain realizes the severity of the situation and plans to head up too. Upon finished sucking, all the reishi was redistributed to Yuha and his elite guards. The abundance of reishi blasted through the cage and atmosphere and dropped as rain. All the elite guards that got showered by it reawakens one by one and is ready for round 2, while Squad 0 just laments over their need to work overtime. Kiraku and Ukitake meets up for a secret discussion. Seems like they have a plan ready.